On the 8th of May 1945, Nazi Germany officially surrendered and the war in Europe came to an end. In national radio addresses given by the King and Winston Churchill, the official surrender was announced and VE Day was declared a national holiday. Winston Churchill gained assurances that enough beer supplies were available for the celebrations and that the British people could purchase red, white and blue bunting and flags without using ration coupons. Colourful bunting and flags lined the streets, pub licensing hours were extended and dance halls were permitted to stay open until midnight. As the war had not ended in Japan, many local councils decided not to fully celebrate VE Day, but to have small celebrations to mark the occasion instead. Parades and street parties were organised across the Bradford district. In central Bradford, crowds gathered to listen to bands play, and the Lord Mayor, Cecil Barnett, and other dignitaries give speeches on the steps of City Hall. An amateur filmmaker captured footage of Bradford City Centre as it celebrated. This footage is held in the collections of Yorkshire Film Archive and shows Bradfordians gathering in the streets, dancing and singing. Musicians performed on the City Hall steps, and a comedy sketch making fun of the Nazi Party was performed on the balcony of City Hall. The Shipley Times and Express newspaper records that when the news was announced at 8 p.m, crowds of people filled the streets shouting and singing. At the Saltaire Picture House, the movie was interrupted and the news announced to the viewers with great applause and cheers. Public buildings and factories were adorned with bunting, bonfires were lit, and large numbers of people attended church services to give thanks. Bradford schools held musical performances alongside the Northern Philharmonic Orchestra at Eastbrook Hall. Thanksgiving services were held at Bradford Cathedral throughout the day, and the following Sunday a procession was held. For many, VE Day was both a day of celebration and mourning. The hardship of the war effort had taken its toll. Wartime life and rationing had wearied the population, and the difficulties did not cease on VE Day. It was the end of the war in Europe, but it was not the end of the war. The war raged on for a further 3 months before Japan surrendered in August 1945. Even after the war had ended, it continued to have a huge social, economic and political impact, with rationing continuing until 1954. You can view footage of Bradford on VE Day on the Yorkshire Film Archive website alongside footage of VJ Day celebrations.